crazy.
Well, y'all.
So hold on, let me preface this video.
Issues.
We recorded like 15 minutes of us talking about this movie, but I got to do this over again because we were hitting some valid points, like some very good points. But I went to see the movie Sinners, y'all, and I must say it was 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, highly recommend.
10 out of 10.
And if you,
Michael B.
if you
Jordan,
got something bad to say, I will defend.
Okay, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, dynamic duo. They remind me of the relationship Quentin Tarantino and Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson got real talk.
Cinematic masterpiece. But
or Christopher Nolan and Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, it was so many references. First of all, it was based in Clarksdale. That's where we from. We from
Clarksdale,
Okay?
Mississippi.
We are from Clarksdale, Mississippi, aka Clarksdale. Okay? And they made so many references to areas around from where we're from, like Shelby, Mount Bayou, which is still a very prominent black community.
You might well say Arkansas,
Little Rock.
Arkansas.
Then they even had like your subtle references to like the Choctaw Indians, because you can't talk about Mississippi
without the Choctaw.
Without the Indians, man. Come on, come with
it.
Which is, I'm saying Native Americans.
Yeah, Native Americans.
And it was just 10 out of 10 all the way around. I know we didn't really hit this part in the last little recording, but we got to talk about how the vampires was given.
Man.
Like they really were creepy.
And no lie, like, I feel like this, as far as intimidation level, like, you know, threat, I feel like these vampires were so vicious, especially the main dude.
Yeah.
That dude was scary for me.
He was very scary.
Like, no lie, he was scary, man.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
Shout out to Remy. That was his name on the movie. I don't know his real name. Remy.
Yeah, it was Remy.
Remy.
Remy, yeah. I forgot.
His acting was 10 out of 10 too.
Matter of fact, let me get his name. Jacko Connell.
Okay.
Man,
you did that.
You did that, bro. I want to see you in some more stuff. Let me see what he finna play in.
And my girl Woomy Carey from Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, from Lovecraft Country.
And it's the fact
he finna be in 28 years later.
What's that? Another movie?
Yeah, you remember the old 28 Days Later movie? You know they got a new one coming out called 28 Years.
Is this a scary one?
Yeah.
He finna buy that because he good at these scary ones. He finna tear that up.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that dude is cold.
Y'all.
But
Michael B, he played his role so good.
Yes.
That after so long, you was like, he had a twin. Like, it's like you really thought he had a twin, you know?
Yeah.
Like it
I love I love how Ryan Coogler like really did like his research, especially when you watch the interviews and you hear him talk about like how in every hood, you know, he basically was saying like in every hood, you know, it's a set of twins that everybody gonna know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it was them.
And he was saying that you know, Smoking Stack was dead for Clarksdale, Mississippi. Yeah. And yeah, man, I just really love like the references, even the slang that like they said a word, they said something in the movie, and I was like, bro, I ain't heard that in so long. I forgot the slang that they were saying in there. I was like, bro, I ain't heard that since like life. But
did you even peep like the prisons on the side of the road? Like like they gave you light vibes. There were so many movies there.
That's why I said that it reminded me of Life at times. Because life was set in Life had something about
and Life was Mississippi. It was like, Parchment.
Yeah.
It was a reference to Parchment because that's where it was. That's what it was supposed to be, the setting was.
Yeah, Parchment, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But
shout out to my hometown.
Man, shout out to
we have some gems here. We are the birthplace of the blues, so it was only right that you had a blues type horror film based from based in this area.
And look, I'm finna read you the comment. Somebody had comment on my video. I posted a review
yeah.
on my TikTok channel. And they said, let me show you. They said, where is it? They said, I had no idea Clarksdale was the birthplace of the blues. I thought the blues was obsolete in Mississippi, only relevant in Memphis and Chicago.
Nah.
Man, when I tell you that we have so much talent in just this one city alone,
yep.
that transcends
yep.
through genres
yep.
of music for real. Especially,
and then to think about some of your greatest artists, a lot of them have roots to Mississippi. Like Snoop, got people that he come to Mississippi and see often. Nate Dogg.
Shoot.
And even Cornbread. The guy who played Cornbread have relatives here in Clarksdale.
Ryan Coogler, didn't even know. Ryan Coogler said that he had relatives in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bruh, you can't knock Mississippi being one of the most influential states.
Right.
In this country.
And to think about, so for that person that said that on TikTok too, you have to think about it. People like Muddy Waters, for instance.
Yeah.
They took Homer County to get Muddy Waters, and he ended up moving to Chicago.
Yeah.
So you remember that scene? That was a scene too, where was it Stack that said he said Chicago ain't nothing but Mississippi with tall buildings.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, if that ain't the truth, because everybody got family in Chicago. If you from down south, you got family up north in Chicago.
We got family in Chicago too.
I got family too.
Instead of them
I love my family in Chicago.
Yeah, instead of them being Moultons, they Mortons in Chicago. They say that our family spell their name wrong.
Wow.
Yeah. Just up it in money.
Yeah, but it's funny though, they came down here on some city slick. You remember on the movie they were trying to do some city slick stuff. Shoot. They got themselves together that night.
Man.
They got that night. But again, this a slick spoiler, by the way.
Yeah, this is a spoiler review.
This is go watch.
We said that in the video, the deleted video.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a spoiler review. Just wanted to let y'all know that we probably gonna be rambling a little bit because we love the movie so much. But
yeah.
What was another thing that we talked about? Did we talk about the scene in the first video?
Yeah, we talked the music scene.
Yeah, the music scene.
So there's this one scene, y'all, where it was Sammy, Preacher Boy, who was performing at the juke joint.
Yeah.
And in this juke joint, he was so in the moment until it was making these references to hip hop. There was so many other genres showing how blues is connected to so many genres, and it went back to like your ancient, like your African music. It even tied in your Asian culture. It tied in the hip hop, the twerking that we know of today.
Yeah.
Like it tied in so many things. Breakdance from the 80s, the 90s music, the whole beatboxing culture.
Memphis juking.
Memphis juking was in there.
You had a dude in there juking.
And then they even tied in some West Coast music. Like it was so many different things, but the movie was so powerful in that scene that this was basically like a moment where he was summoning those vampires.
Yeah. Because
Sammy was the one that the main vampire wanted. But their goal was to get everybody anyway, but he wanted Sammy. And it also goes back to the reference that Delta Slim made. He said that they love the blues, but they don't like the MFers or whatever he said, the people that do it, that make it.
Yeah.
And because Remick, all he wanted was to kill Sammy. He just wanted Sammy's talent. He didn't care nothing about Sammy.
Get out vibes.
Get out vibes.
Yeah.
So this was dope. And then they showed the scene where the camera like panned out and you saw like the fire around the juke joint.
And a lot of, and I think I had made the reference to, when the party is so lit or something like that, they do they got the little saying, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn. And it showed the house like it was just burning.
And even like references like, man, they brought the house down.
Yeah,
like,
brought the house down.
Yeah.
That's what I told Carl. I was like, they brought the house down.
And shout out to the actor who played Preacher Boy.
Preacher Boy.
Because he was really singing. Like, that was really him.
That was him.
The main guy talent.
Yeah.
And this was his like first role, like his breakout role, and for to do that with
breakout role.
Michael B. Jordan.
You did that with
Ryan
B.
Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
Talking about Black Panther director, Black Panther actor. Come on.
Man, you had so many. I feel like you had so many legends
Man.
in one.
Delroy himself, the one who played
yes.
Slim, like that's like a goat.
That man go back. That man go back all the way to Romeo Must Die Day.
Romeo Must Die. Show dude.
Dang.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah, man.
Dang.
Man.
Ain't
Was
got
he
no
in Cradle to the Grave too?
Huh?
Was he in Cradle to the Grave too?
I believe. I don't know.
For some reason, I feel like he was in it because he wanted. To me, he wanted them same black actors that's essential.
Yeah.
Like he is an essential black
to the culture
actor to the, in the movie culture. Mm-hmm. The same with the dude that played the African man that play in every movie. The one he was the one in what's the Queen Latifah movie name, babe? Beauty Shop.
Yeah.
The one that played the
African guy.
Yeah.
Jaimin Hansu.
Yeah. Him.
I love him by the way. Yeah.
Man, we got some essential actors like to the culture.
And to my people that's dedicated to the art itself, to the craft. Like they not out here seeking a bunch of rewards because the work speak for itself. And you ain't got to have no Oscar nomination. You got to have no molded bronze or molded gold behind you to stamp your talent. Yes. If you talented, you just talented.
Yes.
And people speak for us.
For some reason, like I feel like that's how I would feel like if I came into the industry. Like I don't like. I'm not seeking validation from the award show. Like as long as.
But I ain't gonna lie though. I slick probably would be one of them people in Hollywood that would be a little salty because you done put in the work, and then to come see somebody get an award for like a real bland movie.
Oh yeah. And they do that all the time.
Take you smooth, but it made you think about the fact of like something like Charlamagne said. Charlamagne was like, why are we constantly like giving all the credit to stuff like this? Let's make our own platform.
Yeah.
So that's why it ticked me out when we had the NAACP Image Award shows and certain important people ain't there. That'd be bothering me. BET Awards. Come on, now.
They brunching in that joint up. They self though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like people come to the BET Awards a certain way, knowing like they come in there that joint to be ghetto.
Yeah. And how y'all feel about
it? Was way different back then.
How y'all feel about the BET Awards? Like, comment below and tell me how you feel about the BET Awards and how they're ran now. Like, I ain't gonna say this on camera, but
what?
I don't just be wanting it. I don't even just have the desire to just kind of tune in much no more because I miss how it felt in your early 2000s.
Now, no lie, I still tune in to the Hip Hop Awards.
Okay.
But BET Awards, no. They don't, I don't know. Shoot, even the Hip Hop Awards and got kind of weird because they be like, the Hip Hop Awards is the ones that do the ciphers.
Right.
And they be having folks like, I was gonna say, look, I don't know where we go. They be having folks like Sexy Red on their freestyle. I'm like, bro, y'all had whole hip hop legends rapping during the ciphers. You had lyricists. Now we got mumble rappers.
Bless it.
Yeah, man.
But on Sinners, y'all, one of my favorite aspects of it just goes to show how a lot of your blues artists from those times have similar stories of having a father. Everybody have some ties to like gospel in the church, like from down south, especially like your big time like blues artists, like Sammy for instance in the movie, because his daddy was a preacher. But it just goes to show how we be looking at the older generation like y'all just some of y'all just want to be holy and righteous and self-righteous or whatever, but that's not the case. A lot of times they've been lived out their lives and they know what they talking about. So when they warn you, take heed. And that's what Sammy, Preacher Boy, had to learn to do, and he ended up being a case of the prodigal son. Had to return home after a night of horror and trauma. But he ended up saying that was the one of the best nights of his life, basically. He got the freedom he was looking for.
Yeah.
But y'all, we mentioned this too in the earlier part. At the end, there's like this middle end credit where Stack came into Sammy's little spot, his little blue spot. And I was scared for Sam for a minute. I was like, Sam, you finna be gone, my boy. Like,
hey,
like look, I said, if Stack don't get you, Mary finna get you. I said, somebody finna take you out, Sam. But he whispered, he was like, cause did you jump a little bit at the end when he hugged Stack, when Stack hugged Sam?
No, I didn't.
And went around, like, cause he was like, you too close to my boy neck. Like, what you doing? I was scared for a minute, but Sam, he was chill about it though.
Yeah, he was pretty chill about it.
That was
yeah, he couldn't. I guess I felt at ease when he explained that, you know, he made a promise to his brother.
I thought Stack finna be on some shiesty stuff for me for a minute. But then I like the scene where, you know, they were immortal. Stack and Mary, and he had Sam to play. He was like, you still got that real in your basement.
Yeah, because he loved the way.
Yeah, because he did like that in the beginning scene.
Yeah, because he
was
loved the way he
excited
sung. Yeah, because you know he was shocked. That was his first time.
Hearing him do that.
Yeah, so he wanted to feel that again. Yeah. I felt like that made him more human.
Yeah,
you know, because he was like, you know, dang, I missed this. Like,
yeah, and to people, he made that pact with his brother. Like showed that he still had a little bit of soul left.
Yeah, he still had his conscience.
Yeah.
So man, that movie was freaking
and Smoke.
amazing.
I don't think I said this. Smoke went out like he was supposed to go out.
Yeah.
He went out like he needed to go out.
Yeah.
He sniped out the whole clan.
Yeah.
So the clan thought they were finna come back and find some bodies.
Man.
Didn't happen. And got sniped out. I forgot the fact that they were military too.
Yep.
First of all, I feel like that woman though, y'all see was in the movie theater, she like, that's a man. I feel like that on that scene right there. That man just fine, don't make no sense.
Yeah, he did what he had to do, man. My little favorite character, my favorite character is Delta Slim. Man.
I'm gonna pause it right here for it.
Then we sat down, started kissing, caressing, told me about jacuzzi, sounded interesting, so we jumped right in.